Hey y'all, welcome back to the crazy. Today is Friday, I think it's July 24th. Not positive about that, but I think so. And we're gonna call this episode If My Arm Doesn't Fall Off. So we'll see how that goes. Welcome back y'all. I'm glad to see you again. I hope y'all have all been having a good summer, that it's been treating you right and hadn't been too hot and crazy for you. It's pretty warm here. We're staying in the mid to high 90s, which could be worse. When I lived in South Texas, it was not unusual for it to be over 100. So I'll take it, although I'm ready for it to cool off, y'all. Ready for it to be cooler. But oh well, what can you do but just get through it? I'm glad to see y'all all back again to visit with me. I sure do enjoy talking to you about my cross stitch. Whether this is your first time here or you're a regular crazy person viewer, I'm glad you've come over to visit for a while. Quick updates for us. The day after my last FlossTube, which I think was either the last day of June or the first day of July, you know, it all runs together after a while. Velvy did have her kittens, and unfortunately, we lost all three. She's doing okay. She and I were both very sad. She's been helping to mother Praline's little ones, and all of the other kitties are doing real well. Poppy's due any day now. So I'm certainly hoping for things to go better, because if things went like that most of the time, I couldn't continue to breed Burmans. It just breaks my heart. What else has gone on? The weekend after I talked to y'all, I think, or no, the weekend of around the 12th or something, I went to Dallas, and I just drove down and met my best friend Charlotte at a hotel there in Dallas, and spent one night, wiped down everything in the hotel room. We ordered in, did DoorDash or whatever version thereof, for all the meals, and you know, dinner and breakfast, and never left, never went anywhere else, never saw anybody, trying to be as good as we could. But we had to meet to switch off some of her cats. I had a couple of her girls and she had a couple of mine, so we had to get together. So we met in the middle in Dallas. So I didn't get any stitching at all done that weekend. And then I think it was the beginning of last week, you know, I said we were going to call this episode If My Arm Doesn't Fall Off. Well, I've been trying to stitch like my arm doesn't want to fall off. I picked up some, you know, I breed cats. I've got a lot of cats. We go through a lot of cat litter. I buy those 35-pound tubs of Tidy Cat cat litter, and I picked up one, and apparently I picked it up wrong, because immediately my shoulder, which I had repaired, you can see my battle scar here, back in 2002, started hurting like a son of a gun. And I don't think I tore the rotator cuff again, because I knew immediately that I had jacked it up when I did that before, and I'll tell you that story in just a minute. But I don't think it's torn, because I can raise my arm and I can keep it steady, and I can resist pressure against pushing it down. So I don't think my rotator cuff is torn, but I think I've tweaked the biceps tendon pretty good, because it's pretty sore. So I get about an hour and a half of stitching in at a time, and then it starts to hurt and I have to quit, which sucks, but it is what it is. So I'm trying to be good and kind of rest it, not overstretch it, in hopes that I don't need to have it fixed again, because it sucks out loud. And I had the left one done a couple of years ago. I really don't want to have rotator cuff surgery again. It blows. But anyway, I don't think I tore it. I knew immediately that I had jacked it up when I did it the first time. I used to be a flight nurse, and when I was working for San Antonio Air Life in 2002, we used to take pediatric transport teams from Methodist or Santa Rosa or Baptist or wherever, and fly out to, you know, our service area, which was a 150-mile radius around San Antonio, and bring back referrals to those hospitals for pediatric specialty care. And it is my considered opinion that if you don't fly full-time, air medical transport is a very specialized niche of nursing. If you don't fly full-time, you shouldn't be flying. because as we were unloading a 12-year-old with a bleed, a neuro bleed of some kind that we had picked up from somewhere on the border. I don't remember if he came now from Del Rio or Laredo or where, but we brought this kiddo and landed on the pad at Methodist, and my partner was helping the two nurses, or nurse and RT, whoever they were, that were unloading this kid. And we flew in Bell 412s. This is more than you ever wanted to know. Bell 412s are large aircraft. They're an analog of the Huey that was flown in Vietnam, except they're a twin-engine, four-bladed system instead of two blades, with the capacity to carry up to 4 patients at a time, plus 3 crew, a paramedic, a nurse, and a pilot. So we carried transport, specialty pediatric or neonatal nurses with us occasionally, and we had this team with us. And in the 412, when you load the patient, the litter swings out to the side to unload the patient, and you can either unlatch the top part and just the top part comes out, or you can unlatch the bottom part and the whole stretcher skid part will come out. Well, X was helping them unload, and I had gone around to the other side to unload some of their 10 tons of gear, and I noticed they had swung the stretcher out, but instead of just unlocking the top lock where you can just like slide the top of the litter off, they had unlocked the lock to the whole stretcher assembly. And as I watched this 12-year-old intubated on a ventilator, the whole thing was about to fall off, and I reached across and grabbed it, and I kept the patient from falling out of the aircraft and tore my rotator cuff because I grabbed 200 pounds worth of stuff with one arm, and I guess if I had to do it over again, I'd do it over again because the kid didn't die. But yeah, if you don't fly full time, you shouldn't be flying. That's my 2 cents worth on that. But I knew that I had jacked it up pretty good then. And I knew when I tore the left one, I did that tripping over my own feet and breaking my fall. So this time I'm hoping I'm just tweaked that biceps tendon and it's not torn again. And like I said, I don't really think it is because I can raise my arm and keep it up against resistance, which is kind of a telltale for a rotator cuff. But y'all don't really care about that. So if I edited, I'd cut that whole thing out, but I don't edit. So I guess you could skip ahead if you didn't want to hear. Anyway, moving right along to talk about cross stitch, which is what you're here for, finally, right? Yabba 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 yabba. Apparently I'm in a yucky mood today. Okay, I don't have any finishes, I don't think. I don't remember finishing anything. But it's been almost 4 weeks, so, but anyway, I don't think so. And I don't have a tremendous amount of stitching to show because I can only stitch for about an hour and a half before it starts to hurt. But one of the things I have worked on, if I can find it, is 'Tis a Gift from Shepherd's Bush. Very pretty pattern. It came out, I believe, Market 2019. Y'all know I love Shepherd's Bush. So here's where I am on this. I think that since I talked to y'all, I have brought the vine on down and maybe did this row of hearts under the woven stitch here. Maybe some more across here. Not a whole lot. I've probably only worked on it 1, maybe 2 days, maybe at the most. But I'm happy with that. I think I could finish that if I put my mind to it, and if I could stitch for more than a minute at a time. Sorry, let me get another chair over here, throw all my crap into. Anyway, I worked a little bit on that. And then I was in a patriotic mood, so the next thing I worked on was from the Souvenirs of Summer book by Blackbird Designs. And I worked on the pattern called Summer Jubilee. And I have to thank Frankie Easter again for giving me this book. So I could work on this, and I'm sorry I've left a needle in here, so I've got to unpin it so I can move along and unroll it. And I have accomplished a little bit more. I think I've worked on this since I talked to you. I couldn't swear to it, but I think I did. seems like I've accomplished a little bit more of the urn and then the stems of the flowers here, I think. Maybe, possibly. Don't hold me to that. I think. And then, although it's out of order, oh, and I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah. This is stitched on, I believe this is 36 count Echo, maybe, from Picture This Bless, with most of the call for threads. I did sub out with Victorian Motto if I didn't have the call fors. And then the Tis a Gift it's stitched on a 32 count, I believe it's French vanilla linen, with the kitted threads. It all came as a kit, so it's the kitted silks and cottons for that. I did have one new start, and I'm going to show you it kind of out of order because it's in the same project bag as this one. So I only had one red, white, and blue project bag. On the 4th, I started, what's it called? Summer Liberty from Chessie and Me. It's a little kit. It's really cute. Got some specialty stitches. These are basket weave satin stitches down here, and then there's some Smyrnas and some eyelets. And I'm stitching it on, this is a 36 count. I believe this came in the kit. I don't have any organization today, you may have noticed. None whatsoever. What I do have is an itchy nose. Yeah, 36 count Confederate Gray is what it came with. And then Weeks Dye Works flosses as kitted. And I made pretty good progress on it. I'm through with the majority of the cross stitch. I need to fill in like the roof, and there's some little bits and pieces up here. I think I finished, yep, the flag is finished. And then I need to do this basket weave satin stitch across the bottom. But I'm close on this. I just need to get it done. And it really is cute. And I don't know where I got off here, but this is all just made up. I don't know. I discovered I was off and then fudged it, and I think I need to add in a couple more leaves or branches up here because it looks kind of empty. But I'm just gonna fudge it. I'm not ripping it out because all those little bitty blues are eyelets, and I ain't ripping out eyelets on 36 count. It's just not gonna happen. And I am stitching that, like I said, on the Weeks Dye Works, and I've got a conglomeration of whatever. Oh wait, no, this is the stuff for Summer Jubilee. This I'm stitching with the stuff that came in the kit. I'm so disorganized, y'all. It's like it's been 3 or 4 weeks and I forgot how to do it. Or it could be that I'm sleep deprived again because I'm getting up every couple hours to check on Poppy, but probably a combination thereof. Y'all excuse me, I have something tickling my eye here. Who'd think that in my house it might be a cat hair? Who'd have thought? The next thing I worked on was Elizabeth Weston from Hands Across the Sea. She is a big girl, and she is just beautiful. And I am doing it with all the the recommended flosses. I did buy kit of them. Somebody put them all together and I bought it all together. I don't remember from whom now. But I did change the fabric because the fabric that was called for was darker than what I wanted. So this is 36 count Bramble from Picture This Bless. And since I last saw y'all, I told you she was a big girl. She's a blanket. I have come across to the far side, so this is the extent of where she goes to. And you can see I shorted myself a little bit on the one side and ended up with more room left on the other. And I have come down a little further. I'm basically done with page 1 which is this upper corner up here, and then I've continued across. I think since I talked to y'all, I've added probably these 2 flowers, and then started whatever this motif is down here, and then I know that flower is new. She's beautiful. I'm gonna have to live to be 90 to finish her, but she's beautiful and I love her. I just need more hours in the day and to be able to work more than an hour and a half at a time. Like I said, I can't even do that for very long without it hurting. Sucks. Anyway, I just need to get her worked on, but she's so pretty. And I have decided I'm not crazy about the verse, which is the next unto God, dear parents, one that you see on a lot of samplers. I'm not crazy about that verse. I am going to change the verse, and I'm going to change it to be Emily Dickinson's Hope is the Thing with Feathers poem, the first stanza of that. I think the first stanza is all I can get in. And then I'll put Emily Dickinson and maybe the year she wrote it underneath that. So it's not going to be a true reproduction when I get done with it, but it'll be personalized to be what I want it to be. And I'm okay with that. I'm not a purist, which is a good thing because I make so many errors that it's really not a true reproduction if I've done it. It's more of a, well, that's sort of like it. She had all of it stuff that hardly fit in my project bag. And this is one of the big Mama bags. Okay, I think I probably gave Elizabeth 3 days, I think. Who knows? Then I started, I don't remember what day this was started or even if I had started it. I think I had it started the last time I talked to y'all. This is Blessed Bee from Brenda Gervais. This is a sal with cow stitcher and a stitch from Mom, I think. I'll put the sal info and the hashtag in the show notes when I get back to the computer to do that, which will probably be tomorrow. Because after this, I have to cook dinner. But I made quite a little bit of progress on this. I have filled in the house with the exception of, I've got, I think, 2 more lines to go here. This one line is actually charted to be blank, and I think I have 2 more lines here to fill in. And I need to fill in the windows, and I need to do the bee skeps, and the lady over here, and the rest of the flowers and the vines. So I've got a ways to go, but I'm happy with where I've gotten to so far, and it's a really pretty piece. I believe this is 36 count. I believe it's Picture This plus sand. It's a Picture This plus fabric, and I believe it's sand. Or maybe Heritage. I think it's sand. And I'm using, probably 3 of the call for threads. And the rest are just out of my collection of overdyed cottons. This thread, which is a beautifully variegated brown, is a Mo's Cell floss. And it is a gorgeous thread, and I used it in the roof, and you can see it gave me really pretty variegation there. The problem with it is it's like really fuzzy, and the gauge of the fiber is not consistent throughout. Like sometimes it's really fat and sometimes it's really skinny. So I'm a little disappointed in that, but the color is beautiful and it doesn't look bad stitched up. Like I said, I got really pretty variegation from it, which is not showing up here. It's late in the afternoon and I don't have great light, but I'm willing to try maybe another floss from her. But I'm going to hope that it's less fuzzy, because that one's, the quality of the floss is not great. The color is beautiful. And then the last thing, I think, that I've worked on was my favorite release from Market this year, which is Bunny and Bee from, or Bee and Bunny, which one is it? Bunny and Bee from Annie B's Folkart. And I think this is so cute. I love it. I love that rabbit. I love the bee skeps. It is so stinking cute. Of course, y'all know me. I had to go my own way on it. It's stitched on a neutral, and I put it on a piece of 36 count. Picture this plus. It's the new one that was Tidal, maybe, was their new one that was released at market this year. And it's a really pretty aqua blue. That's about true right there. And I'm probably 30% done. There's a lot of stitches in that bee skep, y'all, and I'm nowhere near. I've got like 2 lines down here at the bottom. I'm halfway across the pattern because I think I started in the middle, somewhere right here. So I'm about halfway across. So I've got a little ways to go this way. But I'm very happy with it. It's really going to be pretty, I think. I like that blue. And I had decided that I was going to hang, because I like bee stuff, and I've stitched several things with bees on them. And I decided I was going to put them in my kitten room. And then I had hung, it was a Little House Needleworks or Country Cottage pattern. It was 3 bee skeps. I can't remember what it's called now. I did that last year and hung it in there. The little suckers knocked it off the wall. By some miracle, did not break the glass in the frame, because I have so much dust in my house from cat litter that I frame under glass just to keep the dust off the stuff. But I'm now rethinking the wisdom of putting a bunch of stuff on the wall, because I'm afraid they'll just knock it down, because anything new, you know, cats are inquisitive, and anything, you know, they'll think, oh, I can stand on top of that. No, they can't, but they're gonna try. Especially like now when I have, let's see, 3, 7, I have 10 kittens in there right now, 3 litters, totaling 10 kittens. The oldest of which will be 4 months old on August 10th, I believe. So they're gonna be leaving soon. And then the next litter will be 4 months old on August 22nd, and they'll be leaving, you know, middle to the end of August. And then the littlest babies are only about 6 weeks old, so they'll be around for a while, but they get up to all kinds of badness, y'all, all kinds of badness. I don't post a whole lot of videos here on YouTube about the kittens, but you can see the kittens a lot of times on my Instagram at PhatCatPhlossing, PhatCatPhlossing, and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, what else? I had a little bit of haul. I have been pretty good, y'all. I've been pretty good. Oh, before I forget, I do want to show a couple of Stitchy kindnesses. I got the prettiest thank you note from Barb Ginther. She comments on a lot of floss tubes, and she's on Instagram, I believe. And it was just a really pretty, the card is beautiful. So thank you very much, Barb. You don't have to send me a thank you, but I appreciated getting it. Thanks again. And then Deb Yarborough, who is Canopied Stitches on Instagram, I don't think she has a floss tube, sent me a really a nice note, and the cutest little needle minder. Look, shepherd's bush, a sheep. Isn't that cute? I don't use needle minders on my stitching because I stitch in hand, but I have a little board and a collection of them kind of next to my computer. So this is gonna go there, Deb, and it's beautiful, and I love it just because it came from you and because it's shepherd's bush. So thank you, ladies, both of you. I appreciated those things. And haul-wise, I've been pretty good. My birthday was on July 8th, and my mother-in-law gave me a gift certificate to the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock. So I have some stuff on order there that I don't have yet, but I think it's on its way, because I got this. Land That I Love from Teresa Kogut. I did try to relax. I did try to resist, because I really don't need to start another big ass project. I don't need another BAP. I got lots of BAPs. I don't need any more BAPs. And I couldn't help myself. So I ordered this from somebody on Etsy, and I don't remember who now, because I've been bitten by the wool felt thing. This is just a pattern. Isn't that cute? You know I love sheep. So I'm going to try again to cut out. Usually cutting stuff out makes me nuts. So we'll see, but it's so cute. But when I found this and she had this, I decided it was a sign. I had to have it. So my threads are on order from Anne at the Shepherd's Needle, and when I get those, I'll be starting Land That I Love. And I love this pattern. We'll see if I get it done anytime in the, you know, foreseeable future, but it's so pretty. I love the patriotic pattern. I love the colors in it. The reds are very rich. I want to do just this center band as a drum, just because I think that is so pretty, and I think it'd make a very cute little drum. But she's a genius with samplers, and that border is gorgeous. I've been watching several people, and I don't remember who they were now, starting it, and I couldn't help myself, had to have it. And then again, one more pattern from the same spot. This is one of Plum Street's new releases, Nightshade Bird? Yes, Nightshade Bird. It's, you know, bird with a pink wing, pink, and a pink tomato on top. I had to have it. I have sent my birthday present from Steve, but, you know, I picked it out, was to send some things off to Faye Rigsby for finishing, because I can finish. I don't like to finish. I don't like the little nitpicking. I don't like it. So my birthday present was to choose 5 things. Most of them small, you know, like little pin pillow or things, but there are 2 drums in there. So I can't wait to get it back. And I know she's backed up out the wazoo, so I bet I don't see them till around October or something, but can't wait. Really looking forward to those finishes. And then the last thing I got was, I did not have anything in my stash that was either suitable for or big enough. The big enough was really the key. So I ordered, this is a fat half of, what is it? 36 count boardwalk. I'm trying to remember. It's a color and cotton. I like color and cotton linens. So anyway, I think that's pretty true right there. It's a very, very pretty neutral. I'm not big on the color brown. Just not my favorite. But this is a really pretty neutral. It's got a lovely grayish taupey undertone to it. I really like it, and I think that Land That I Love will be very, very pretty on there. And then since I was ordering from Teresa at Shakespeare's Peddler / Kitten Stitcher, kittenstitcher.com, I also got, this was a fat quarter of Wren, because I have knocked my stash of neutrals down pretty low. So I just added that to my stash of neutral fabrics. But that was all my haul for the last month, which not too bad. I've been trying to be better, especially since my whip basket, which thank God y'all can't see, because it's just overflowing. Every time I go digging through it for something to stitch on, stuff just is sliding all over the place. So anyway, I don't need, and you know, there's no place to put any more stash in the office. Steve's still working from home, and sorry to bump you, but knock on wood, I hope he continues to work from home, but there's no room. There's no room. I don't need any more stash. That doesn't always stop me, but I don't really need any more. I'm going to show you a few project bags that I have available. I have had to go up on the cost of my project bags, because the last time I took or not the last time, but one of the last times I took a batch to the post office, I had been paying $1.80 for shipping. And I had a terrible case of sticker shock when they all came somewhere between $4.75 and $4.90 to ship them. So I have had to go up on my pricing. They are now $39, which includes domestic U.S. shipping. I will ship out of the country, but what I will do is get you an actual quote. I'll get your address and go to the post office and get an actual quote for what it would be to ship it to you and ship it to you at cost. So if you're interested in one of these, just let me know. I sell the majority of them on Instagram. This is again that pink and navy patchwork bag. I have, I think, 2 of those left. This is one I just got done this week. I'm calling this one Chirp Chirp. It's got really cute little birds on a pretty blue background. It's a more of a sky blue. This is showing up a little duskier than what it really is. And these are lined with a green polka dot, because you can't really tell from here, but the birds have little dots on them. So I thought the polka dot lining was kind of cute with that. The pink and navy has a pink lining. I finished 2 versions of this one this week. We're calling this the Spotted Kitty bag. And I did it with a coordinating red top, and then also the kitty he's spotted. He's got black spots on him. So I did a black dotted top also. And they're each lined with the opposite fabric. If it's got the white top, it's lined with red. If it's got the red top, it's lined with the dotted fabric. And I believe that I have 2 each of these still available. And I don't remember if I have 2 or 3 of the bird bag, Chirp Chirp. And then I just started cutting these. It's almost school time, y'all, which I can't believe. This year's flying by, although it's such a chaotic mess. Who knows? These will have a coordinating purple top that matches this. It's a little school theme print. I thought I wasn't planning to get this material, but when I saw it, I had to have it. I thought it was really cute. And I think I cut 9 of these. So if you're interested in any of those, you can find me on Instagram, or you can just email me at lesliedhurley@gmail.com. Okay. And then, excuse me, get a sip. Let's talk about winners for giveaways. This was a giveaway from, I think it was from the last video. The winner is Gazelle's Needlework. This is the Happiness is Homemade cookbook that was released at Market this year. Anne at the Shepherd's Needle gave me this to give away to y'all. So if you win, say thanks to Anne. But Gazelle's Needlework, one more time. I commented on your comment, but I have not heard from you. And I think this is one of the ones that I didn't announce because I'd forgotten to write down who won it, I think, last time. Anyway, please email me, Leslie, L-E-S-L-I-E-D, Hurley, H-U-R-L-E-Y, @gmail.com. And if I don't hear from you by the time that I do the next video, which will be number, who knows, I think this is 104, so that would be 105. Or maybe this is 105, so that'd be, anyway, the next video, whenever it is, then I'll redraw for that one. Then the 2 giveaways from last time were, this is a pattern, it's out of print, it's called Esmeralda's House from Bright Needle. This was donated by Melody Bagwell, and again, thank you so much, Melody, for sponsoring the giveaway. Pass this along to folks. It is her gently used pattern, and she did include several of the DMCs that were used in the pattern. But it's really cute. It's a little cutaway version of the house. I think it's really cute. I want a wonky, I can't get it big enough to see it, a wonky chest of drawers like that with all those different colored drawers. So cute. Love it. So the winner for this one was, I asked you to say house in your comment, and the winner for this one is Sally Zeri, Sally, you're the winner. I commented on your comment. Please email me, lesliedhurley@gmail.com, with your mailing address, and I'll get that sent out to you. And then the last giveaway from last week, or no, not the last giveaway, but the next giveaway from last week. This is Harvest Time from Chessie and Me. Cute, cute little fall pattern. It does have a couple of specialty stitches in it. There's some satin stitch, some Smyrna crosses, and I don't remember if there are eyelets or not, but none of them are complicated. They're easy to do. I had tried to give this away before, and the person who won it never got back in touch with me. So I drew again for this, and the winner for this is Merritt Crawford. So Merritt, again, please email me, lesliedhurley@gmail.com, with your shipping address, and I will get that sent off to you. So congrats, you guys. And then the big hoop-de-doo from last time was a project bag. This is one of the pink and navy patchwork bags. They're not true patchwork. This is a print. I did not piece these fabrics. But I rolled over 3,500 subscribers a while back. So to say thank you, this has got a couple of patterns in it. This is a Brenda Gervais, I'm sorry, not Brenda Gervais, Plum Street in Friendship. And one of the cute little kits from my bobbin. And then I'm going to put some fabric and some silk in here also. And the winner for this is the Sampler Girl. And on this one, I had just asked you to use the word patchwork that I could use to do the random comment thing. So again, Sampler Girl, please get in touch with me. And I commented on your comment. Email me and send me your address, and I'll get that sent off to you. And then that brings us to what we can give away this week. And I've got 3 goodies for y'all this week. This is a Stony Creek booklet. It's got, I bet it's got 7 or 8 different patterns in it, some of which are really pretty. The title is A Life of Faith. This is really pretty. That hummingbird. Some of the patterns are definitely of a religious bent. Obviously, the cross here, and then the lamb. But they're also, you know, praying hands here on the back. But there are also the hummingbirds, the butterflies, this little bear, that heart. They don't have to be religious if you're not of a religious bent. But they are all beautiful patterns. So this booklet, what I'd like you to comment and use the word faith, F-A-I-T-H. That's the term I'll search when I choose the winner for this. Please be a subscriber. Please like the video. Don't use the word giveaway or free, or you know the rules. Be over 18 so it's legit for me to get your address. And comment using the word faith. And I'll draw for that when I do my next video. And then the next giveaway, Olivia at Rovaris had sent me several of these patterns to send to you. This one, she doesn't really name her patterns. I don't think this one is Hocus Pocus though. Really cute. It'll be a very quick little stitch for Halloween, and we're getting up to that time. I'm not a fan of spiders. If you want to see me scream like a little girl, show me a spider. So, but there are a couple of charms in here. Looks like a pentagram and a spider charm. I was not tempted to keep this one. Somebody will love it though. So, what do I want to say? Say boo. B-O-O. That's an easy one for Halloween. So comment boo. Same rules for that one. And then lastly, this one, the folks at My Bobbin sent me several things to give away. mybobbin.com. They have heavily discounted, their kits are very, very reasonably priced. And they also have some downloads that you can do direct. I thought this little girl was super, super cute. She's a little harvest girl with that little pumpkin. You could just stitch the front of her, but she's meant to be stitched 2 sides and then put together. I have not opened this up. I believe that she's probably stitched on perforated paper, and I think there's probably perforated paper in there. However, it's all written in Russian. I don't speak or read Russian. I haven't opened it. But I think that the perforated paper and the floss is in there. There's something in there. I don't know if it's perforated paper or Ada or what, but regardless, she's very cute. So if you would like to stitch her, then comment Harvest, Harvest. And I will again use the random comment picker to choose the winner for this before my next video. So, Harvest, Boo, Faith. I think I'm done in 40 minutes, 20 seconds, which ain't too bad for not having done this for almost a month. So, thank y'all all so much for coming by to watch. I hope you're all staying cool. Hope everything's going well for you. It's a crazy time. All we can do is lean on each other and God. I hope y'all are all happy and stitching and well. Y'all take care. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.